Hello everyone and welcome back to Kid Talk plus Mom Thoughts, a family chat with Alex and Morris.
We hope you're having an amazing day.
And today we're talking about a movie that brings back some very familiar faces.
Woody.
Buzz.
Jesse,
It's
Toy Story 5. But before we talk about the new movie, we thought we would take a little trip back in time.
all the way back to
1995.
that's when the very first Toy Story came out.
And I wasn't even born.
Me either.
So let's see how well you two know your Toy Story history. But before that, let the family chat begin. Okay guys, first question. When did the very first Toy Story movie come out?
Oh, easy. 1995.
Of course, it was.
Yeah, I think it's 1995.
Yes, it was in 1995. You both are correct.
That's over 30 years ago.
That's crazy.
I know. Okay, after Toy Story 2 1 became super successful, they decided to do the Toy Story 2. So how many years do you guys think were between Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2?
I think 2 years.
I think a year.
It actually was 4 years. So the second movie came out in 1999.
So then came Toy Story 3.
How many years do you guys think were between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3? If in between Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2 were 4
8.
years. 8 years, okay. What do you think?
I think 8 years.
Oh, you guys agree on that one. However, the movie came out in 2010, so that is 11 years between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
I thought I had to add it up.
What?
11.
Correct?
That's a massive gap.
Why do you guys think there was a massive gap between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3? What comes up in your head? Like, why you guys feel like it took them so long?
I think they wanted to make better and illustrate it better and stuff, and practice the act.
Yeah, possible. What is your opinion, Morris?
And maybe it's because Toy Story is hard to manufacture.
They take time drawing, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, in my opinion, I feel like there is a massive gap because the Toy Story 2 was really successful. Mm-hmm. That's why they came with Toy Story. Toy Story 1 was really successful. That's why they came with Toy Story 2. So because they have the pressure of these two movies being super successful, they want to make sure that the next one is the same. So they have to, in my opinion, they have to look into the script. Plus, if they come up with new characters, they need to be amazing characters as well. And those characters have to leave something, like something nice for you guys to remember. Don't you guys think?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that's why it took them so long for them to go from Toy Story 2 to Toy Story 3.
Okay, then we've got Toy Story 4.
How many years between Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4? Guess.
6.
Correct, okay. I'm not saying that you're correct, sorry. Go on, Alex.
5 years.
Okay. And the correct answer is 9 years, guys. This one came out in 2019. But you guys were close though. Mm-hmm. Close enough.
So there was another really long wait.
And then Toy Story 5.
So here is the big one.
Yes, and for this movie, we had to wait 7 years.
So let's see if you can remember all 5. When did the first Toy Story 1 come out? That was easy peasy.
1995?
Yeah. What about Toy Story 2?
1999.
Yeah. Toy Story 3?
2010.
Yeah. Toy Story 4?
2018.
And of course we have Toy Story 5.
2026.
Yeah. So in total we have 30 years of Toy Story, and in my case it has been a lot of beautiful memories.
And like you, Mom, some people watching this probably grew up watching the first movie.
And now they might be watching Toy Story 5 with their own children like we are doing. Beautiful to think about it, I feel.
So after 5 movies and more than 30 years,
Was it worth the wait?
Well, let's find out.
Before we get into our opinions, I'm going to give you a quick summary of what the movie is about. Toy Story 5 brings Woody, Buzz, Jessie, and the rest of the toys back for another adventure. This time, the toys are facing a very different challenge because Barney is becoming interested in technology, including a new tablet called LilyPad. The toys have to figure out where they fit in a world where technology is becoming a bigger part of children's lives.
and that's basically where the story begins.
Okay, now that we've got the background, let's talk about what we actually thought.
Okay, I'm going to start this one. My first thought after watching Toy Story 5 was so interesting. That the interesting part was when the lily pad was taking over the children.
I think mine was that as soon as I saw the movie, I thought it was like one of the movies that if I saw like a toy on the floor in my house, it will remind me of Toy Story 5.
Indeed, my first impression of the movie was like, wow. You guys know that I'm obsessed with Disney. I have always told you guys this, like, I'm obsessed. So just looking into this Toy Story, and it also, as we discussed in previously, of course, it gives me good memories because I grew up with Toy Story. So seeing this Toy Story 5 and they're using actual problems because we have that actual problem with technology where I think technology is taking over even in children's lives. And they took that story and they made it into this amazing movie, but it was not the way I see it is because even though technology was taking over and the toys were hating technology, at the end of the day they worked together with the technology for them to conquer a goal, which it was making Bonnie happy. Remember? So that, I think it was amazing.
Did you think it was going to be good before we watched it?
Of course, it's Toy Story. Of course.
Yeah, the same for me. I was like 100% sure it was gonna be worth the wait and that it was gonna be worth it to watch. What about you, Alex?
I think it was worth it because the movie was super good.
Yeah. What was like seeing Goody and Buzz back again, guys?
I think when I saw Woody and Buzz, that I was a kid again,
But you still a kid.
like a little one.
Okay.
When I saw him back, I thought I was like the age that I was watching the first movie.
Oh, I know, guys. I do remember you. Sorry, I do miss when you guys were younger as well. We used to watch all these movies. But now, for example, now you know what the movie is about. When you were younger, you used to look at it and maybe not understand really and truly what the story was about. But in my case, when I saw Goody and Buzz back, I just felt, oh my God, I'm just back in when I was a child. Amazing.
I also want to say I did think the technology idea was interesting.
Yeah, because it was quite different from the other movies.
100%.
Do you think Toy Story 5 feels like a proper Toy Story movie?
Oh, I want to be the first one. 100% it feels like a Toy Story movie. Like, the storyline is absolutely perfect, but it is a Toy Story movie. Once you see all the toys, once you see that they still have to take care of the new owner, how they protect them and everything, it is it is still a proper Toy Story movie. What about you guys?
100%.
100% as well.
Yeah. It is interesting to listen to your opinions. We will have to see if you still feel the same by the end, guys.
Let's move on to my favorite part.
The funniest moment. What was the funniest part for you?
Maybe when Woody's head was shining at the toys.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mine was when Woody was messing around with Buzz Lightyear.
For me, the funniest moment, I will have to agree with you, Maurice, about the head. It was like really, really funny. I think one of the toys says he needs to put some marker or something on his head. And also, I agree with you, Alex, because you know when Jesse left Buzz Lightyear in charge, of course Goody comes and he was trying to control the situation, but then Buzz Lightyear was like, no, no, no. I'm the sheriff of this place because Jesse left me in charge. So they
With
were
the
like
star.
arguing and stuff in a funny way, not like in a mean way. So it was so funny. Were there any characters who made you laugh the most, guys?
Buzz.
Woody.
For me, I think it was Buzz, Goody, and you know the toilet thingy. What's it called? The new toy. Remember?
Lily pad.
No, it was what was the name? Smarty Pants.
Oh yeah, Smarty Pants. Those devices that she was friends with.
Yeah, at the beginning she didn't like them, but then they became good friends and they start working together. But the Smarty Pants was so funny for me. Like I was like, what's happening?
Do you think Buzz was funnier than Woody?
Oh my god, you're asking a dangerous question.
Dangerous.
Yeah, because both of you like you guys thought that Goody and Buzz were super funny. So now you have to tell us which one you think was funnier.
I think that was funnier was Buzz.
For you, Maurice?
Woody.
For me, I think Goody. Goody is just so like iconic, isn't he? It's the best. Okay, guys. So now that we have talked about the funniest part, let's now talk about toys versus technology. A dangerous topic.
I actually think this is the most interesting part of the movie.
Yeah, because the toys are basically competing with technology.
And that's really different from the older movies.
Before, the toys were worried about other toys.
Now they're worried about tablet.
What did you think about that idea, guys? I know that we say we liked it, but now that we are in this section, why do we like the idea?
Because I think it's like a better battle, like against the things.
Toys versus technology.
Yeah, technology. I think it's better.
Like a better storyline, you mean?
Yeah.
I would do the same because it's usually toys versus toys because they don't want the toys to take their place. So it's usually toys versus toys. But now it's different. It's toys versus technology.
And I think that, as we mentioned before, that's something that's happening in real life, don't you guys think? Even like, for example, you are 11 and 10. I do understand why you guys feel now more attracted to games, right? However, when it comes to younger children, have you take the time to just look around, and if you see children below 6, what do they have like in their hands?
Tablets.
Yeah, and it's, for me, in my opinion, it's crazy.
Some even have phones.
So maybe 100%. And for me,
The like parents are really crazy to buy them phones.
yeah, for me, it's like, why would you get them a phone?
Yeah, you're supposed to be like 13 to get phones. Something.
Yeah,
when
even
you're
older
entering.
than that. Like,
I
what do
would
you-
say that you're allowed to get a phone when you reach year 6 because you're basically a year 6 and you can have a phone in year 6 but no like social media and you can just text your
But when
friends.
it comes to technology, in terms of like tablet, like, what is your opinion of children like as young as 6 holding a tablet?
I think used to be 8 holding tablet.
Yeah, but why are you? But you know, because you are supposed to be playing with teddies, playing with toys. You know, you are supposed to get excited about, like, for now that the new Toy Story movies has come out, 100% and new toys related to the movie are gonna come out. I used to be so excited waiting for when the toys were gonna come out.
There are gonna be some toys coming out.
That's what I'm saying.
About Toy Story 5.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
the tablet, Woody and someone else. I can't remember.
But that's my point that I'm making. When I was younger, and we used to go and watch a movie, my brother and I used to be so excited waiting for the new toys to come out so we could play. But now I think that the children just want the tablet, and you just wanna, their attention is just drawn to tablets and stuff. But I guess now that because you said like the new they're coming out with the new lily pad. That's a toy, isn't it? So that we're gonna be playing with a tablet, but it's not a real tablet; it's a toy. So that's fun.
Do you think the movie is saying technology is bad?
I would say no and yes, because technology is not that bad. It's bad when you do it every day until you like even when you're sleeping. Like when we saw the movie, Bonnie was just sleeping with it and playing still for the whole day, and after was saying come in, and was just playing on it and couldn't take her hands off it.
That's the problem, isn't it? That when you do something, everything in life has to be with moderation. And we talked about this on the previous episode when we talked about games, and if too much games is bad. We talk about having a balance. But in this case, as you mentioned, Bonnie was getting affected because she didn't want to go and speak to nobody. First of all, she was really shy in making friends. So Lily Pad, having a mind of her own, was thinking that she was helping Bonnie by making friends, and but she was not actually making friends because she didn't want to speak to anybody unless it was on the tablet. And then once she thought that she was making friends, she went to the friend's house to have a sleepover, and she came to realize, oh, we are gonna play. She brought her toys and everything, and the kids were just like playing on the tablet. They were not even interacting with one another. So it's just having that balance, as you say, Morris. What is your opinion about this, Alex?
I think it's crazy because those kids could have just said to her, why don't we just talk and then send us texts and stuff? Because if they don't, if they always send texts, they're not talking.
Correct.
But if you do text and talking, that'll be the same.
But why would you even text when the person is right next to you? You text somebody that is far away from you. And they were literally playing in a game where all of them were in the same game and talking. No, they were not talking to each other. So it didn't even make sense. Like,
why would you not talk to someone that's next to you? Why would you text them?
And then if you go to somebody's house, you go to actually play with them. You're not gonna be going just to be doing the same thing that you were doing at home. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so in your opinion, what would you think was the actual message of the movie?
That technology isn't bad, it's not good, that you should be playing for a minimum of time instead of like all day, every day.
I think the message in the movie was, the game is not bad when you're playing a game all the time. But all the time is bad, but if you're playing less, it's good.
For me, the message was, because Jessie didn't like, of course, Lilliput for obvious reasons. She was blaming technology. But when she got lost and ended up she ended up in her old house where where her first owner used to live. So when she got to the other house and she met Blaze and she met the Smarty Pants, who else did she meet?
The one with the camera.
Snappy, and the other one was Atlas, I think, the hippo.
The hippo one.
So
I think it was a shark one.
There was
no, it was a hippo.
It was a
remember?
hippo.
Oh.
What was that? Was that like a phone? A hippo phone or something?
It was like a GPS, for
Like
you
for locating.
So she was there. She needed to find a way to get back to Bonnie, And if it was not for the Smarty Pants, Atlas, and Snappy, she wouldn't have done it. So the lesson here is like when sometimes you work together, you can achieve a goal, and in this case they did. So she realized in that point that technology is not as bad as she thought. But as you say, you do need a balance. Yes, it's nice to have a snappy so you can take pictures of your friends and then upload it into your computer so you keep it safe and all these things. It's nice to have a GPS. It's nice to have these smarty pants because it helped her to go potty training. But everything with moderation, I think it was the message. And if you work together, you can achieve that goal, because it was all of them wanted the same goal for Pony to be happy. The Smarty Pants, Atlas, and Snappy, their goal was for Blaze to be happy, for Blaze to actually play with them again. And when Blaze saw them again, she was like, oh my god, she was so excited to see the toys and start playing again. Do you guys think that this is something that children today can relate to?
Yes, because it's a very important topic.
Yeah, I do agree, and it's something that's happening today. What do you think, Alexander?
I think that it will be important to them because they need to know the knowledge.
Yeah, 100%. I do agree. I think lots of families might also find it relatable, as the challenge nowadays is to take children off the screen and do other stuff. So, don't you think, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, let's now move on to something different and settle something important. Who is your favorite character?
My favorite character on this movie. Oh my god, I love all of them. I don't have only one. I love Jessie. I love Goody. I love Buzz Lightyear. I love Rex. I love all of them.
The horse.
The horse. What was the Bullseye? Bullseye was the name of the horse. I love all of them. I think that all of them put something meaningful into this movie, and they are essential to the storyline, in my opinion. What about you guys?
I think
Bullseye. Because he's just nice and cute and nice and fast.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
nice and really fast.
I think Rex because he's really cool and he's always like talking and stuff.
Even though he's really timid, he makes you laugh, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Has your favorite always been the same, or it has changed from movie to movie?
Changed from movie to movie.
Like previously, who was your favorite?
Previously, it was Buzz.
What about you, Alex?
Previously was Woody.
What about now?
Rex.
Oh yeah, you say Rex. Sorry, I forgot. That was my fault.
Do you think Woody and Buzz are still the best friendship in the movies?
Of course.
100%. 100%. They will never. I feel like their friendship will never end, and I hope like they never end it, because both of them just create such an amazing storyline and such an amazing friendship. What about you? What do you think, Alex?
I think the friendship will still be like good.
Last forever?
Well, not forever because they were fighting in the fifth movie.
That's true.
They were fighting, but they made up again.
They always made up.
Every Toy Story they would fight, then make up.
Yeah, they always do.
We could probably do a whole podcast about Woody and Buzz.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Definitely. And we would never, we will always have something to say, because both of them, they always have, something. But anyway, now that we have talked about the funny parts, the characters, what do you guys think the movie is actually trying to tell us?
That we're not always supposed to be in screens.
That toys are more important than technology.
In my case is, again, when you do something and you have a balance, it's good. And sometimes you need to work with somebody that you don't even like to be able to achieve a goal. And maybe when you work with, because at the beginning, as we mentioned before, Jessie didn't like Smarty Pants, did she? But then she realized when she opened up her heart to know Smarty Pants, she just became appalled. She became like, wow, like they are amazing as well. And they also feel sad when they don't get to play with, with the person. And so I feel like sometimes we need to open up our eyes and our heart to new things. And what do you guys think the younger viewers might learn from it?
That you have to have a balance,
Yeah.
balance of everything you do.
That technology is not the most important thing in the world.
So that's really interesting, guys.
Right, time to be completely honest.
No holding back.
My favorite thing about Toy Story 5 was when Buzz Lightyear was fighting with Woody.
Mine was when Woody wanted to do everything himself.
Mine was when Jessie, at some point I felt like crying because Jessie was feeling like she was the problem, that nobody wanted to be with her because her first owner abandoned her. So when she went to the tree where the last time she played with her first owner, she realized she found a box, and she found that somebody had put her name on the tree. And when she found the box, she realized that little girl that it was her first owner now is an adult, and now she has a child, and her child is named after Jessie. So the child is named Jessie. So she realizes like she has never forgotten about me. So I felt that was my favorite part, and I felt so I don't know, so emotional. It really I was about to cry. Was there anything you guys didn't like?
I
No.
didn't like when the screens were like Lily Pad was like taking over the girl.
Yeah, you know what I didn't like, guys? Do you remember that at some point when they were trying to find when Jessie was at at Blaze's house and she was trying to get back to Bonnie, so Snappy, Smarty Pants, and Atlas took a picture of her, posted it on the internet to say, "If this is your toy, please call me," because they were also trying to make Blaze and Bonnie friends. Remember what happened?
Oh yeah. What the friends texted her.
And they were laughing.
Mm-hmm.
They were making fun of her. That was one of the parts I didn't like. And you know what also I didn't like? That Bonnie allowed that situation to change her. Because everybody has likes and dislikes, and you should be respectful, And they were not respectful to Bonnie, that she still wanted to play with toys. They were like so rude, and I didn't like it. I love the movie, so this nothing has nothing to do with the movie. I didn't like that part, what they've done to Bonnie. Just didn't.
Do you think the movie needed to be made?
100%.
Indeed, 100% as well.
100% too.
So does Toy Story 5 deserve to be part of the Toy Story family?
Yeah.
Definitely.
100%, yeah, I do agree with that. Now that we have reached the most important part, guys.
The ratings. I'm giving Toy Story 5 10 out of 10.
I'm giving Toy Story 5 10 out of 10.
I'm giving it 10 out of 10.
So you guys agreed. Why did you guys give that score though?
Because it's beautiful. The movie is beautiful.
Yeah, they kept the characters. The story now is amazing. For you, Alex, why is that 10 out of 10?
I give it 10 out of 10 because the movie was excellent. The talking was good. The way they made the movie was really excellent.
So, we have reached now the question that we asked right at the beginning.
Was Toy Story 5 worth the wait?
Of course.
7 years is a long time, but it was worth the wait. Would you guys recommend it to somebody who hasn't seen it?
Yeah, indeed. 100%.
Yeah, indeed.
100% as well. The only thing that we have to say is like it's not available on Disney Plus yet. So I think it's still available on in the cinemas. So if you have the chance, just go and spend a fun family time watching Toy Story 5. And with that, we have reached the end of another episode, amazing episode.
Today we talked about Toy Story 5.
And took a trip through more than 30 years of Toy Story history.
We talked about our favorite characters,
The funniest moments,
toys versus technology,
what we learned from the movie.
and of course, our rating.
But now we want to hear from you.
Who's your favorite Toy Story character?
And what score would you give to Story 5 out of 10?
And do you think it was worth the 7-year wait?
Let us know.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Kid Talk Plus Mom Thoughts, a family chat with Alex and Morris. And if you are new to our podcast, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a comment wherever you are listening to the podcast. We would love to hear from you. And with that,
See you on the flip side!